Hey everybody, welcome back to Vendor Ridealong. I'm your host Jason from Salt City Sound Machine Mobile DJ Services. Now normally I'm in the car for the intro and the outro for this, but I was having some car issues, some exhaust problems, making my car very, very loud, and some of it seeped into this episode, which I do sincerely apologize for if you hear it, but I decided to do the intro and the outro in the office instead. Today's episode features Courtney from Magically Yours Weddings and CNY Show Promoters. She's a wedding planner through Magically Yours, and she's also one of the directors and creative directors behind the upcoming Wedding World Expo that's taking place in October here in Syracuse at the New York State Fair. Now I usually say this in the outro, but I'm going to say it now just because I don't want it to be lost on anybody. Vendor Ridealong is for anybody. It's for anybody who caters to the wedding scene here in Central New York. Any kind of vendor is available and welcome to be on Vendor Ridealong. You can just reach out to me at info@scsoundmachine.com and we'll set up a time when we can get in the car and do an episode. Let's get your story out there. It'll be kind of fun. In the meantime, guys, this is Courtney Henson from Magically Yours Weddings and CNY Show Promoters, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Red lights on. Means we're shooting.
Yeah! Woohoo! Is this when I go, it's happening?
This is going to be the best ride-along ever. All right, everybody, we're back here at Vendor Ridealong. This is Courtney Henson.
Hi.
She is a local wedding coordinator and the owner of Magically Yours. And she's also a part of CNY Promoters. But we're going to get into that with another ride-along with Sarah. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about Magically Yours?
So, basically it came about because I've been helping friends and family plan weddings, and I've loved anything dealing with events. And then worked at Disney World for a couple of years and loved the whole philosophy of magical moments. And I always knew I wanted to start a business, so it all just kind of like came together one day in this beautiful pixie dust bomb explosion in my brain that said, Courtney, you've always wanted to be a wedding planner. You're so type A, people pleaser, outgoing. This is totally up your alley. Why don't you blend them all together?
Now, you mentioned Disney. You've got all these ties to Disney. This show is basically for mostly the Central New York audience, but you also have ties to Orlando from a professional standpoint, right?
I do. I actually wrote a business plan for a man. His name is John Arnold. Once Upon a Wedding. You should look him up if you are looking for an official in the Florida area. He's the best. He actually allowed me to help him write his business plan and come up with his new business name, his logo. So we are still actually really close. And when I had to go back down in June, we met and we started a partnership. So now anyone who uses his services will also get my services as well.
So you've coordinated weddings down in Florida?
I have not been down there to coordinate one yet. I have one in December, which I'm really excited about, and then one next May as well.
Good.
And they're both beach weddings.
What do you find is sort of like one of the bigger difficulties to planning a wedding in general?
It's so different from any other event because it really is two families coming together, and there's a lot of emotion in it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of moms of the brides who have a certain vision for what they want of their daughter's wedding, and you have dad who's paying for it, and sometimes you have parents who are split up, so you have 4 sets of parents and 6 sets of grandparents, and a lot of times it's the family dynamics that tend to be a little bit trickier, but I feel like that's the most fascinating part about it. I think a lot of it is just stressing to the couple from day one that this day is about them. No matter what happens, everyone's going to remember it's about them and their moment. So no matter if there is some sort of family drama that pops up, just making sure that I'm aware of what the situation could be beforehand, so I can kind of mediate a little bit as I can and try to like settle what's going on. But I think just having someone there is really comforting for a lot of people.
What difficulties have you found working alongside other vendors?
Honestly, them taking me seriously sometimes.
Okay.
Because I am so new. Why?
Yeah, right.
I think a lot of part with vendors too is a lot of people, because there aren't a lot of us wedding planners in the area, they add wedding planning as their services.
Right.
Like nonchalant. They're like, we'll help you build a timeline and we'll help you coordinate on top of doing this thing you contracted us to do. So it's a lot of helping them understand that I want to take that off of their plate as a vendor so they can focus on doing what they do best.
I'm fine with a wedding planner taking the lead. I've got no problem with them taking the lead. Where the line sort of starts to get crossed is when I'm getting micromanaged. I hate being
I would never do that. I hate when people do that to me, so I'm like, ugh. And it's so important for me, if I can't meet a vendor in person a little bit before the wedding, at least a phone call, just to basically see exactly what it is they need from me that day, how is it that they operate, basically kind of talk to them how a bride would, kind of figure out what it is they do, how they go about things, because I never want to overstep, and I know that a lot of people have a certain way of doing things, so I'd rather kind of be a team player.
Where do you get your inspiration from? I mean, could it be as easy as Pinterest, or do you just lay there in the middle of the night and go, chalkboard?
Honestly, I like to kind of learn about the love story of the bride and groom, make it really personal to them, and go off of that based on what I've seen in movies and magazines, online, and everything else, and kind of put it together in a way that I know that they would absolutely fall in love with it, and it would be a dream come true for them.
Nice. What ways do you handle the stress of being that glue that holds everything together?
Yeah, it is stressful, but I think a lot of it is I've had a lot of practice, especially at Disney, being under pressure and having to be super magical at the same time.
Okay.
So I think a lot of it, though, is things could be going on that are really stressful around you, and if people look at the wedding planner and she's stressing out, they're going to stress out. I think a lot of it is just keeping a cool head and calm shoulders. And, oh my gosh, you would not believe how many people ask me if I have a fairy godmother costume.
Do you?
For weddings? No.
No, but do you just have one? Not for weddings, just in general.
No, I do have a Tinkerbell costume.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make this announcement real quick. We're going to have Courtney on again. She's going to be with Sarah Arnold because we're going to be talking about the CNY Wedding Expo coming up in October. She's going to dress like Tinkerbell.
That'd be really professional.
Yeah, but this isn't the most professional show in the world.
No, it's really not.
It's not.
That's why I like it.
This is just two professionals sitting around shooting the shit with each other. I just used a bad word. See? I'm sorry, YouTube. How do you set yourself apart from other wedding planners in the area?
You know, I have to say that's actually pretty hard. That's one of the biggest difficulties for me because there's only a couple of us in the area, and the ones that we do have are really good at what they do. For me, it's personality match is a lot of it, and when it comes down to it, you're going to be choosing someone, depending on what you need a wedding planner or coordinator for, someone that's going to be following you around all day or following you around for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Picking your brain, having conversations with you. So I think that being able to get along with your client and really click with them is really important. And then I think another thing that I really try to set apart is just the relationships with my vendors. I really try to go above and beyond to be a team player for them, not so much try to coordinate them, but coordinate with them.
Okay.
I think that's huge.
Exactly how long do you stay? Because I've worked with wedding planners who just like leave halfway through. Do you stay till the end?
So I tell the bride that I'll be there from the second she starts getting ready in the morning with her hair and makeup artist and her girls, and make sure that they're all taken care of, and I'm there until at least a good hour after the reception ends.
Wow, all right.
I want to make sure that if they're renting decor, everything is all set and ready to go. Everything is in place how it should be. The venue is, for the most part, picked up. Depending on, a lot of venues will make you take all your stuff out that same day. So just making sure that everything is all taken care of, all the loose ends are tied up, they have all the gifts in the carts, that's huge. Or if they want me to hold on to those, I have those in my possession. Just basically making sure that absolutely everything is taken care of.
And are you always in work mode, or do you ever find yourself, and this is coming from a DJ, do you ever find yourself wanting to get on the dance floor and having some fun? Sometimes maybe you do that. I don't know. I mean, I've seen these things happen.
I feel like I always have radar mode on. Like I'm always scouting for something if something's going on. So, I mean, if the bride wanted to pull me on the dance floor when Single Ladies came on and wanted to do the choreographed routine with me, that would be all right, as long as I didn't have to put out a firestorm somewhere else.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, new announcement is that the next time Courtney is on Vendor Ridealong, she's not only going to be dressed as Tinkerbell, but she's going to do the dance routine from Single Ladies. You do that whole thing?
Oh yeah.
I just swerved off road.
This is why you're not allowed to dance and drive.
That's right. That's the right part. So CNY Show Promoters, you guys do 2 expos a year.
We do.
One of them is a wedding expo. The other one's the kids expo.
Yep.
Obviously, the show's more so about weddings. You can talk about both if you want to, but let's delve into the whole the wedding expo one.
Yeah.
Now, I told you already that I want to do a show with you and Sarah, who's your partner in this whole thing.
Yep.
To exclusively talk about the expo, but since we're here, give us a little bit about what happens in October.
So Wedding World Expo, it takes place at the New York State Fairgrounds. This year it's going to be on October 23rd, which is a Sunday. Tickets are free for brides, so if you pre-register, you get some little goodies in your swag bags, which are really cute this year. I'm really excited for them. But basically, this is Central New York's opportunity to meet with some of the best vendors that Central New York has to offer, whether it's limos, DJs, photographers, jewelry artists, bakeries, you name it. We have anything and everything. We have speed painters, we have bridal boutiques, we have hair and makeup artists that are there, and our shows are really interactive and jam-packed with entertainment. So last year we had Tom Verano did a speed painting live for us on stage.
That's awesome.
That was really cool. There's live hair and makeup demos, there's fashion shows. This year we have some really cool events up our sleeves. We're going to do a diamond dig. So we're going to have...
You're telling me all the stuff that I miss when I'm at my booth trying to promote my business.
So we try to make it really informal and interactive and more of like a fun day out. So bring your bridal party, bring your mom, bring your fiance, bring your friends, and just have a really fun day out. Make wedding planning fun.
So where can we find you online?
I am online. I have a website. It is magicallyyoursweddings.com. I also have a Facebook, Magically Yours.
Okay.
I have Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The handles are Magically Yours with the underscore at the end.
Okay.
And then you can email info@magicallyyoursweddings.com or give me a call at 315-877-7355.
Okay.
I feel like an automated message when
You're
I
just like
list all that off.
You're not even
Our
blinking.
office hours.
So everybody in the Syracuse area or in the Orlando area or just kind of Florida in general, if you're looking for a high quality wedding planner who's going to give you the highest quality service out there, it's going to make your wedding absolutely magical and have a good time doing it.
Yep.
Check out Courtney Henson. Check out Magically Yours. Check out the Wedding World Expo coming in October to the New York State Fair. But in the meantime, check out all those links. We're going to link it and all that fun stuff. All right? All right. I owe you a trip to the fair.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry. All right. We'll say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
All right, my thanks to Courtney from Magically Yours Weddings and CNY Show Promoters. Of course, check out Magically Yours and Courtney if you need wedding planning services. She's extremely organized, she's extremely professional, and she's an absolute joy to work with. Also, if you're a new bride or a new groom, or you're just in search for wedding vendors, definitely check out the Wedding World Expo that's coming to the New York State Fair at the end of October. All the links are in the video, so you can find it. And in the meantime, guys, like I said, if you're a vendor that's looking to be on Vendor Ridealong, drop me a line, info@scsoundmachine.com, and we'll make sure that we get you on. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you next time, and take care.